Types of people to avoid. Hidden traps in the game of life. In life, there are good guys and bad guys, helpers and hinderers, allies and enemies. One of the greatest skills you can develop is discernment, knowing who is who and how to navigate each relationship. Let's explore the different types of hidden traps that can show up as other characters in your game. Bad guys. No free rides. Intro to other people. Before we dive into who to watch out for, let's first explore why it's crucial to be mindful of others in your game. This doesn't apply to everyone. If you live a basic, normal, average life and never try to step out of the box, never try to grow, expand, or evolve, you won't face these hurdles. Most issues with others come when we separate from them, and unfortunately, separating is a natural part of evolution. And here is why. It's important to understand why this happens because it will certainly happen to you, and few books, if any, mention this or dare to say it out loud. My job isn't to tell you what pleases you. My job is to teach you the rules of the game, the reasons behind how it works, and why things happen, so you can make your own informed decisions. Take what is needed in your game and reject anything you please. Why? Some people will never like you because your spirit irritates their demons. It can be hard for the people around us to watch someone level up, especially when it's out of their range. What do I mean by this? Our personal transformations act as mirrors to our friends, reflecting what they are not doing, what they are capable of, but choose not to pursue. Let me break this down for you. Let's look at our friends. Our friends are like us. I'm willing to bet they are just like you. That's why you are friends. We choose our friends because they overstand us, share our interests, get excited about the same things, and often rally against the same things. Friends see eye to eye. They are like-minded and on the same frequency. This creates a tight bond of love and mutual appreciation, ultimately a love for ourselves. If we love ourselves and our friends are like us, it follows that we would love them. This is great, until one person decides to change in a friendship or group. One person decides that the frequency they are on is not enough anymore and wants to level up. They have their eyes on a new prize, and their current situation no longer pleases them. This is where problems arise. If you are the same as your friends and suddenly decide that this is not good enough, you are, in essence, saying their lives or their current state is not good enough. Whether you realize it or not, at that moment, the first moment you share with a best friend or group that you want to move beyond your current situation, you draw a line in the sand. It becomes you versus them. This is a critical point in anyone's game because two things can happen. The friend or group might agree with you and decide, "You're right, we can do better," and elevate together. You often see this with celebrities or wealthy individuals who literally bring their entourage up with them. But maybe you're not a celebrity. Maybe you can't afford to pay for all your friends to come along. They then have to do the work themselves. Option 2. The friend or group does not want to change their current situation. They are comfortable and happy where they are, to each their own, no judgment. However, this is where the judgment begins. When you start transforming your life, the early stages are the hardest. As you grow into a life of expansion, those around you will get used to your growth and drive to always gain more. But in the beginning, you will often lose all your friends. If you have one who is still willing to ride the wave of life with you, even though you are on completely different levels, whether financially or intellectually, it will take work to maintain. Trust me, I've been through this in multiple ways. No one taught me this lesson at first, and I tried things that I now know don't work. 1. Discouragers, the dream crushers. Discouragers are the people who always have a negative word or a critical opinion. They ridicule your dreams, laugh at your ambitions, and cloak their criticism in concern or realism. These people are often close to you, family, friends, or even mentors, who may mean well but ultimately undermine your confidence and self-belief. Personal story. I know this all too well. My family has mocked me since I was a child. When my mother first saw my vision board, she told me, "You better marry rich." Even after I accomplished everything on that board, She continued to scoff. She recently saw my new board and dismissed it, saying, "You're dreaming." It hurts because it comes from those you think should be your biggest supporters. How to spot them. They mock or belittle your ambitions. They use phrases like, "I'm just being realistic." They doubt your dreams because they can't imagine them for themselves. 2. A wolf in sheep's clothing. Hidden saboteurs. These are people who appear harmless or even friendly, but hide their true intentions. They may offer help, advice, or support, but there's always an ulterior motive. They might enjoy your failures or setbacks and use your trust to manipulate you for their benefit. Why they're dangerous. They blend in so well that you might mistake them for friends or allies. By the time you realize their true intentions, they may have already caused significant damage to your confidence, goals, or reputation. Signs to watch for. Excessive flattery with no genuine actions to support it. They seem to agree with everything you say, avoiding any real opinion or dissent. They are eager to get close quickly without earning trust gradually. 3. Frenemies. Friends with hidden agendas. Frenemies can be the most confusing and damaging. They might genuinely like you, but deep down, they also resent or envy you. They might be your friend one day and subtly sabotage you the next. Signs of a frenemy. They say all the right things, but do little to genuinely support you. They give off a false sense of similarity. They avoid expressing differing opinions. They want to be close, but don't offer reciprocal support or value. Why are frenemies traps in the game? Because while they gain your trust and energy, they drain you in the process. This relationship often feels exhausting because you're always trying to figure out their true motives. Remember, you are in control of who stays in your circle. Navigating relationships. Helpers versus hinderers. In your game, not everyone is out to harm you. Many people will help you, lift you up, and propel you forward. But even those who seem like allies can sometimes hinder your progress. So, who do you trust? Who to trust? Ultimately, trust yourself above all. Trust your intuition, your gut feelings, and your observations. People are not inherently evil, but harmful actions can manifest through them, often unexpectedly. Remember, you are your best ally.